BT9 Breakdown Part 2. Blue cards. No, not the blue card from EX2, but blue cards in general for the set. As always, X-Antibody Digimon will Digivolve for a cheaper cost from their respective Digimon, i.e. Gabumon X can Digivolve for free from a Gabumon, or Metal Garurumon X can Digivolve for a memory cost of 1 from a Metal Garurumon. Also do keep in mind that this also ignores color restrictions, meaning Metal Garurumon X could potentially Digivolve from a black or purple Metal Garurumon. And if you enjoy these types of videos, do consider liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and hitting that notification bell for more of my future content. Puyoyomon is the first Digimon to review from just the blue Digimon, being the in-training Digimon for Jellymon. But interestingly enough, I'm surprised Sunomon did not make an appearance for this set, with Koromon being the red egg. Puyoyomon gives your Digimon plus 1000 DP when an effect adds a card to your hand. Honestly, I don't see the playability for this egg as of writing this script, because plus 1000 DP doesn't feel like much, especially when blue has Digimon that can have jamming or provide inheritable jamming. Blue always seems to want to draw cards, and again, this is a possible box topper when you crack open a fresh box. Crabmon brings another on-play 2-cost Digimon with 3000 DP. It's cheap to play, and honestly it's most useful in a sealed setting. Otherwise there's a plethora of substitutes to go with, unless you just like this little guy. Gabumon X is identical to Agumon X, but for Garurumon Digimon instead. Likewise, it has the alternate art to back it up. Obviously this card will go very nicely with Garurumon decks, and interestingly enough, there are enough Gabumons that you could color splash it with purple. But again, I don't recommend it as there aren't any Garurumons that are blue and purple, unlike Greymon. Jellymon, a new Digimon from Ghost Game, has identical effects to Gammamon from BT8, and lets you draw a card when a blue Tamer is played on your turn. Its inheritable allows you to return a level 3 Digimon to its owner's hand when you add a card to your hand. Whether you're drawing off Upamon or Demi-Vmon, you can potentially bounce cards like Bokomon or Strabimon from blue hybrid decks back to the hand. This card has some potential, but again it's too early to say what North America's meta will look like. Additionally, this Digimon gets an alt art that, while looks very beautiful, is probably going to be one of the cheaper alt arts in the set. Ibidramon is the first level 4 of this set, and arguably for its Digivolution cost and stat line, is a simple card to be used and sealed. There are many better options for decks besides this card, but if you're into C-based Digimon, add this one to your collection. Chaos Gammamon is an alternate Digivolution for Gammamon that makes its appearance here. And though blue, you can Digivolve this card from Gammamon, ignoring its Digivolution requirements. Your turn, this Digimon can't be blocked. While there are plenty of Gammamons that currently exist in the Digimon trading card game, Chaos Gammamon leaves a little to be desired in terms of meta playability. But I would not be surprised if we saw more Gammamon support moving forward for Gammamon Tribal. Garurumon X is the first serious level 4 that I want to go over. Its effect again is almost identical to Greymon X's, but only protects your Digimon from deletion by battle. While you might argue that Greymon definitely got the better pick with deletion effects and bounce, Garurumon X inherently lies in blue, which gives you memory flexibility and searchability. Tesla Jellymon is the last level 4 of the pure blue Digimon, and has a simple effect that lets you trash 2 cards to unsuspend it. My initial impression of this card is that I don't think it's good, but with the fact that it's blue, you have a lot of capability to make this really memey build of loading your level 4s with option cards and jamming, and just multiple swings for game. I have a build theory in the works right now, but I'm not going to go too hard into it, at least not yet anyway. All I can say is this card could potentially be really fun. Moving to level 5s, Piranimon becomes the first blue Digimon with Rush. Until now, all the cards that have obtained Rush have been exclusively yellow, black, and purple. And if you really want to count it, white. Red, blue, and green have not received the treatment, and green appears to get the shaft the worst every set. Piranimon combos well with Metal Piranimon, which could potentially see additional support in the future, especially with option cards like Tidal Surge and Kaiser Nail already in existence. But overall, I do not see it doing much in meta play. Divermon adds another level 5 with a cheap Digivolution cost of 2 in the mix, and the third Digimon with 8000 DP. This card is likely an addition for sealed formats, providing cheap costs to Digivolution climb. And if you are wanting other substitutes, there's plenty out there for you to select from. The last level 5 is WereGarurumon X, a Digimon that lets you Digivolve from WereGarurumon for 0 memory. This Digimon will see some play, especially with Tribal Garurumon. When Digivolving, unsuspend this Digimon. Then if this Digimon has WereGarurumon or X antibody in its Digivolution cards, return one of your opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon to the hand. Remember those buyouts for Promo Garurumon and Promo WereGarurumon? This is probably the reason why. In a hypothetical scenario where you push up a Promo WereGarurumon up from previous turn, you can swing for 2 checks with WereGarurumon. Assuming the Digimon survives, you can Digivolve it into WereGarurumon X and unsuspend it. Then if you really want to, go into WereGarurumon Sagittarius mode for another 2 potential checks with jamming. This isn't the best combo, but there are just so many ways to utilize WereGarurumon X that there are many other options. For level 6s, there are only 2 options in the form of Metal Piranimon and Metal Garurumon X. With Metal Piranimon, this Digimon's sole purpose is to strip Piranimon out for another play. Personally, I think this is a decent sealed card, but is it meta breaking? There's definitely better options. But for Metal Garurumon X, this Digimon can Digivolve from any Metal Garurumon for a memory cost of 1. Meaning if your top end is completely Metal Garurumon, this Digimon is splashable in other colors, though blue has the best chance right now. This Digimon unsuspends itself when Digivolving and gains blocker until the end of your opponent's next turn. Your turn when this Digimon becomes unsuspended, you can clear your opponent's board of their lowest level Digimon once per turn. This is some nutty removal, especially if all of your opponent's Digimon are just level 4 or 5 or even 6 Digimon. I'm definitely looking forward to this card and really impressed with the alt art. Moving to the blue Tamer, I absolutely despise this name. Good God, Bandai, you'll change some names but not this guy? Kiyoshiro Higashimitarai is a memory fixer that puts your memory to 3. And like Hiro and Manakawa, this Tamer has an additional effect if Jellymon or a level 5 or higher Digimon attacks. You can draw a card. This Tamer is going to provide some stability that you'll never see for some decks. After all, my first thought was Eosmon with Kiyoshiro. With option cards, there's BB Thunder and Metal Storm. BB Thunder is a 4-cost option card that returns one of your opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon to the hand, and if you have a Digimon with Jellymon or Jellymon in its Digivolution sources, you can return a Tamer. This is some hybrid hate that lets you bounce a Tamer back to the hand. In some instances, it might be a 2-for-1 to send a hybrid back and then bounce a Tamer back as well. While they may be able to play that Tamer back on the field next turn, it's still going to slow them down and put you potentially ahead. Metal Storm is a retooled Cocytus Breath, allowing you to return a level 6 or lower Digimon. While you do lose out on level 7 Digimon like Zord Defeat, you also get to unsuspend a Digimon with Garurumon in its name, and reduce the cost if you have a Digimon with X antibody in the Digivolution sources. Again, X antibody has to be the option card. Out of all the option cards so far, I'm most a fan of BB Thunder. And while I have reviewed over every blue card present in the BT9 set, there's still one more card to go over, and that's WereGarurumon Sagittarius mode. This new promo card is another possible pull from your box, and Digivolves from WereGarurumon for 0. Again, it has to be a WereGarurumon, not the BT5 WereGarurumon Sagittarius mode. When Digivolving, if you have a Tamer in play, return 2 of your opponent's level 3 Digimon to their hand. A decent effect, especially if you're up against Blue Hybrid. And like Metal Greymon Alteros mode, this Digimon protects your Garurumon or Omnimon from deletion by battle by trashing 2 cards of the same level. This effect can get annoying, but I definitely like Metal Greymon more for the fact that it converts Omnimon X Antibody into an indestructible tank with battle negation. Overall, there are only a few blue cards that I feel will be meta relevant. But again, which ones are your favorites and why? Which cards will you incorporate to what decks? Let me know in the comments below. Yellow is up, and with it potential goodies for Yellow Hybrid. What kind of oppression will there be? Let's find out together on the next episode. This is Digi-Panda, logging out.